Hey, how we doing, guys? I'm back with another contest prep update. I'm currently 10 weeks into my contest prep diet, and that leaves me at 14 weeks out from the BNBF Northern Qualifier in Manchester. And as you can probably tell from the title of this vlog, I've been having a shitload of carbs. Now, this is all thanks to my coach, the main man, Big Bob, aka Rob Waterhouse. He's had me on quite a bit each day, really, over 450 grams, which is a lot more than I've had in the past, like consistently throughout my diet. And I'm actually getting pretty shredded, getting lean at least. One of the reasons why I've been able to do this, because I started off in a much better position this year. You know, I've given myself enough time to get into the conditioning which I actually need for the show. You know, there's still a hell of a long way to go, and the diet can stall. It can stall at any point, but you know, so far it's been smooth all the way through. I've been dropping weight consistently, body fat, and you know, that's the main thing, not just body weight, but body fat. It's visual. I can see the changes, Rob can see the changes, and a lot of people can see the changes. In fact, get a lot of compliments, which is always good, but you know, can't get too gassed, because it can just send you on a whole nother tangent in terms of mentality, and I need to stay focused. I need to, you know, I know where I need to be, and that's absolutely shredded. So in my previous vlog, I did mention that I was debating between the shows, the BNBF and the UK DFBA. I was going to do them both, but now I've actually decided that I'm only going to do the BNBF. One of the reasons behind this is because that, to me, is the main show and the main amateur show for natural bodybuilding. The talent is like, that's the high standard of competitors in probably all the classes, especially the open classes. So that's where I want to be. And also I want to support the federation a little bit more, because I watched the Natural Bodybuilding Worldwide interview with Vicky McCann, and she really broke down like where the BNBF came from and how it came around, and you know, what its values are, and it really sat well with me. And so that's the type of federation which I want to like commit to. Not to say that the UK DFBA is like bad, or you know, they've got bad values or anything, but you know, just the whole idea behind the BNBF is just something, like I said, which sits well with me, and just the classes which you do, and just the ideology behind it all. You know, that's what I like, really. So yeah, I'm 100% committed to the BNBF this year, but that does not mean that, you know, I'm anti UK DFBA. If that's what you want to do, you know, go and do that. And if I do know any people that are going to compete in that federation, you know, and you know, I'm close to them, I will definitely go and support them, because that's what I do. It doesn't matter where you compete. If we're cool and I want to come and support you, you know, I'll come down to the show regardless. For those of you that follow me on Instagram will see that I've been training a lot more at Flex and Tone, and one of the main reasons, because it's just a work-free environment. So as I work at the gym group, Deansgate, it's a place where I usually train. You know, it's still got that work feeling to it. So the equipment's decent and I can get a good workout there, but you know, I'm trying to separate myself from work and be able to just totally clear my head of anything but training whilst I'm in the session. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is because the kit is pretty great. Loads of stuff to do in there, and the gym's actually bigger than I realised. You know, there's different little rooms and different like machines which I've not noticed before every time I go in there. So yeah, there's loads of equipment. Only downfall is that some of it may be out of order, and the Cybex hack squat is a little bit sticky at the bottom. You notice that straight away. You know, I warm up just on the machine alone, and when you go down and come back out, you can feel it stick a little bit. So apart from that, you know, that's me being picky, but yeah, I love it. I like the atmosphere. You know, it's a proper like meathead type of gym. and so there's very little distractions, very little like people, very few people doing just dumb shit and not really focusing on the training. Everyone in there seems to be pretty much on it. So it helps with your training when you see everyone else training hard. It just spurs you on to train even harder. So yeah, that's why I'm there. Also, this contest prep, I'm looking to travel to a few different gyms. Probably go to what's it called? Ultraflex. That's it, in Rotherham. I think that's one next outings in terms of gyms, which I'm going to go to. I'll probably be there with Danny Carr. She actually mentioned that one to me. I thought it was further than it was, but it's not too far from Manchester, so and that looks like it's got some great equipment. So I'm looking forward to going there soon. Obviously I'll be at Evo because that's where the Northern Posing Club is. So I'm there at least once a month, do posing, do some training there. And I'll also be in Burton at Gym Unity. That's it, Gym Unity in Burton. See the big man, Rob Waterhouse, when he actually gets back off holiday. And I believe that's where the Midlands Posing Club will be. So I'll take a trip down there to the posing club, and also when I'm going to go and see him as well and get a few sessions in there, because I've heard the equipment is really good in there. So I look forward to using it. I do like to go to different gyms. I never used to, like years ago. I used to get set in my own ways and just in my comfort zone, but now I'm more than happy to travel to other places. So those of you that actually follow the BNBF will know that the Scottish qualifier has just passed, with Steve McDonald taking the overall win, which I kind of thought he might do. I knew that he was going to do really well and more than likely win his class, because I had a few people on the inside giving me some knowledge about how his prep was going and how good he was looking. I saw pictures time ago as well, and he looked shredded then. And from the videos which I've seen in the pictures, he looked absolutely peeled at the show. So well done to him. And out of the heavyweights, I believe Lucas won the heavyweights and Gary Lang came second. I believe it was a pretty close second as well. So they'll be going to the British finals. I'm not sure if Kevin qualified for the final. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that. But I know those two for sure qualified for the British finals. So I'll be keeping my eyes on them. One thing which I've learned whilst competing is that you can't judge everyone completely from their performances at the qualifier, because especially when you do an early one, there's so much time to improve. People can look completely different, where some people actually do fade going into the finals if there's too much time. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens, but obviously I'll be watching them as I watch all the heavyweights who qualify in that. So yeah, but well done to them lads, and look really well on stage, and I look forward to doing battle with them. Also, I just want to say, if anyone's not watched the In the Spotlight, it's a BNBF show, interview with the athletes of the BNBF. There's one with Stephen McDonald. It's pretty interesting, and I know that guy, he diets on quite a bit of food as well. Even though he's only quite light, he eats a shitload, and his strength's pretty good. So watch it, and find out a little bit more about him. Also, as he's a lightweight, I know James Melville's competing this year, and he's a lightweight. Both of them are absolutely peeled, so that in the British finals will be absolutely crazy. I think Melville, he's guest posing next week. Yeah, it's the BNBF Northern Ireland qualifying next week, and in Northern Ireland. And James Melville, he'll be doing the guest pose. I know he's been dieting hard for this, and he's been training hard. He's strong as well. I've been seeing him do some lunges with crazy weight. It's mad. But these guys, they're really putting the work, and it shows in their physique. So although I won't be at that show, I'll be looking forward to watching the videos and seeing the highlights, and also the wrap up. And that's another thing. Go on Facebook, watch the BNBF wrap ups of each of the shows. It's good to get a bit of feedback on the athletes, and just see how well people have done, and how if you've competed in it, how well you've done, and what the judges thought of you. I'm just going to do a quick recap of the Northern Ireland qualifier of last year. So I've got it all written down here because I don't remember it all and that. So in the juniors we had Ryan Warwick, who took first place, and Jack McLaughlin, I think that's how you say it, in second. For the lightweights we had Delroy Candarina, Conor Moran and Carl Donnelly, who came third. In the middleweights, Ben Golding took the title, Martin Gillen came second, and Michael Andrews in third place. In the heavyweights it was the big man Thomas Wilkie and Kieran Murray in second. In the figure it was Neve Drowan, I can't even read my own writing, and then Gillian Henning, who came second in the figure. Best wheels went to Ben Golding, well done to him. And in the overall it was actually Jamie Sherrard, who was a novice, who came and took the overall title. So now, reason why I mentioned that was because you can't underestimate anyone. And this actually takes me back to Miami 2016, where we have the heavyweights, and then there was this guy, what was his name? Ben Lloyd, that's it, Ben Lloyd. How can I forget his name? I follow him in that. Yeah, he was a novice that year. He was a novice, and he won his classes and what's not. He came to Miami and competed at the DFAC, and he was in the heavyweights. And I'm looking at him backstage, and I thought, oh my god, this guy is peeled, and he was absolutely shredded. And he went, took the title, got his pro card, and yeah, well done to him. He came out of nowhere. He weren't on my radar at all. Because he was a novice, I didn't really think anything, and yeah, it really opened my eyes, and I need to be aware of everyone in every class, and especially if you want to get the overall and the pro card, you're essentially up against everyone, so everyone's a potential threat, so you can't take people lightly. So like I said earlier on, in the qualifiers, people qualify. Very few people are going to be at 100%, especially at the early shows. The main thing is just to get that qualification and then do the real damage in the British final. So well done to the winners of the Scottish anyway, and then good luck to all the people competing next week at the Northern Ireland show. It's on Saturday. Yes, on the Saturday this time. So yeah, good luck. And guys, that's the end of this vlog. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Feel free to ask any questions at all, and then follow me on Instagram, man. Show some love. No, take care, and thanks again for watching.